Hello everybody, vanburman here, and welcome to another video. Yes, that's right, a video like no other. Now, in this episode I just wanted to talk about the differences between my current Kickstarter project and my previous one. Hopefully, if you are thinking about doing a project, or you're wondering why this project did a lot better than my last one, or you just didn't even know that I had a project before. Either way, I think that it's a good experience for me to show you the lessons that I learnt between both projects, because it could be important for you in the future, especially if you see a project which looks like a good idea but they've got some key things wrong with it, with the actual project. Then you'll probably find that they will make these learn these lessons that I have. So we're going to start by quickly looking at my current project, see how it's doing at the minute. 24 backers so far, which is really good, obviously. And £697 pledged, which is brilliant. I would hope that that will go up between now and the end, hopefully. So, anyway, I didn't come here to look at this one, did I? I came here to look at my older one. So, how the heck do I get this up? Ah, yeah, this way. Okay, so this is my first project, which you might not have seen, and I didn't do a very good job of it for many reasons. The first and most important reason is I didn't market it enough. I also didn't post good enough updates. I wasn't really sure exactly the direction I was going in, who I was going to get on board to help, you know, things like this. This key important things which I hadn't got sorted yet, but I assumed I would get sorted through the project. Unfortunately, in the time between this project and my new one, I have lost my graphic artist. So I am currently searching for another one, but that is my job and talks are ongoing, so hopefully there'll be something to announce before the end of the Kickstarter. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so let's have a look at some of the problems with it. So to start off with, I mean, the page is pretty much the same. I didn't really change a heck of a lot in terms of the substance of my Kickstarter. That was pretty much all the same. The risks and challenges are still the same because it's the same. I made a couple of changes to the main base of it, but pretty much everything was similar. I added in the stretch goals, of course, but that's, of course, one of the key differences between this one and the last one. Yeah, so it was disappointing. I'm not sure whether what the video was like. Is it stupidly long? Yeah, see, it's 11 minutes long. That is just far too long. You need to be under the 5-minute mark, I would suggest, if I'm honest. No matter how complicated your game is, but I think I did like a bit of a playthrough with it. Yeah, I did, which is why it was so long. But I'm going to miss out the obvious bits and go through the bits that you might not see. So, okay. So to start off with, my first update was, I had 2 updates on the 9th of April. I don't know when I started the project though. I must have started it on the 4th or 5th of April. Okay, so yeah, the first update was okay. After a couple of days, I put something in, which is, you know, nice. It's good. Contact is very key, which I've realised now. Obviously, I should have realised that before, but you do overlook these things even when you think you're avoiding them. Second one was the demo link and instructions. I guess that's okay. I mean, I actually got quite a few people download it in actual fact, but I believe there might have been a couple of problems with it, perhaps. It's a very old demo now. That's all I can say. I then waited another 5 days before I posted when I got 5 backers. I should have really done something in between, but I got caught up with a couple of other projects, and university, which I don't have now, so that's okay. But then, of course, I waited another 5 days as well before I posted again. And of course, when you're on a 30-day project, you know, you want to be posting. If it's 30 days, you want to be posting like one every 3 days, I would have said, minimum. Of course, my project being a bit longer, sometimes I haven't done that this time. but I'm trying to keep the updates very meaningful. Whereas on this, they're sort of a bit everywhere, really. I mean, this, quite frankly, is a bit of a pointless update. I could have put that in frequently asked questions rather than there, which I have made use of this time as well. I actually put in some frequently asked questions before I launched, or just after I launched the campaign, just to get a couple of things out of the way so people didn't overwhelm me, quite frankly. Final update was... yeah, that was pointless as well. By that point, I mean, I waited far too long between those updates, and these are all totally pointless because no one paid attention, and this one is one I made regarding the new project. I don't know if anyone clicked on it and went through that way, but if they did, thank you very much. If you supported both campaigns, then you are truly a mighty trooper. So I got my backers. I don't think it shows you if you're under 10. Oh no, it does show. I shouldn't probably show. Oh wait. I think these two have backed both of my projects now. Let me have a quick look. Yep, that guy backed both of my projects. Thank you, Greg Polander. Who else? I think I've seen this name. Yeah, okay. So, two people who backed me the first time are backing me now. Yeah, I'm actually really a little bit overwhelmed by that, in actual fact. Whether they realise they backed me twice or not, I honestly don't know, but it's really nice to see people have backed me on the last one and on the new one. I can't, yeah. I mean, if there was any way for me to thank you more, I would do, but yeah, that's just brilliant, quite frankly. We had a lot of comments on this one, but it was mainly... it was mainly Geordie basically trying to get me to do more work on my project, which I have to say a huge thank you to you in actual fact. I know you haven't backed on my new project, which is totally understandable seeing as I did mess up the first one, but I have to say you're a lot of help in me learning my lesson in terms of how to do a better job of my Kickstarter. And, you know, he was also the one that convinced me to do the physical copies as well. So, and that's something I did right off the bat on the new project, and it's been really successful. So a big thank you to you, though you haven't backed, but I'm sure that when it comes out you'll be grabbing yourself a copy anyway, so I have no fear about that one. Still, you know, that's some of the points which you should really look out for, and something that I just made rookie mistakes on, basically. And it can be hard when you're doing your first project, which was sort of the bit I was trying to highlight on my dubious projects. Though not all the projects that I looked at were bad, they were just not very well managed Kickstarters, and that can be half the problem in itself. So we'll just look at, you can see that I wanted £880, which was far too high to ask for straight off the bat for 30 days. If you look at my project now, I believe I did it for 44 days. So if I'd only done it for 30 days, we'd have 3 days left. And I wouldn't be reaching 880 in the last 3 days, that's for sure. I probably won't even reach 880 on my current one. I might get up to around about 800, which would be amazing as well. So another problem that we have is the pledges. I mean, I'm sure that I turned a lot of people off with the price that I set on the game. I mean, I don't understand why I did it for £15. Actual fact, I've halved the price of the game. My retail thought on the game is £7.50, which I presume might have to be rounded up or down, but it probably has to be rounded up as well, because I'd like my backers to at least feel as though they've got some sort of value for their pledge. But still, so for £8, you know, I was sending out an A4 signed poster with or without game options. Oh, okay. Yeah, the title screen. Right, okay, fair enough. No one backed that, unsurprisingly. 6 people decided to back the game for 15. I don't know how many have currently on the £7 pledge. We can probably quickly have a look, can't we? Nope, wrong one. How many are backing the game? Okay, we'll count the we count the early birds and them to give us, that's 11 people. So 11 people have gone for that option this time. Well, effectively this one, a cheaper price. The physical edition is £10 cheaper on the new one than it was on the older one. It's got actually pretty much the same stuff. Yeah, but you see, this is another thing that I made mistakes on. You know, I put and that's meant to be all that jazz, and probably something else nice thrown in. Yeah, basically, what it should have been is exactly what people are getting, rather than saying, yeah. I mean, I could, if you want to put at the end a mystery gift as well, you know, then that would be fine. But the fact is, I didn't explain what was going in it at all. And I think, actually, I don't have a problem with it being £40, but I think 30 is a lot nicer for people looking to pledge. Obviously, lower prices are always nicer, but still. 75, you get to have your own sprite in the game. Oh no, yep, as an NPC. For £100, you would get to be in all 3 games if they get done, which is going to be a bit difficult with the storyline, so I don't know why I'd have to create like a whole backstory for an NPC like that. And there was a £150 pledge, which there is on the new one as well, but that's gone this time. Yeah. I don't know, I was really reluctant to put people's names in the credits, and I did decide to do it for this one, for 150. But if you look at I don't think it really plays that much difference, but I guess if it does become a somewhat popular game, then, you know, everyone at the minute that pledges over £15 goes under the title of backers. Even though, quite frankly, all people really deserve to be under that title, but I don't know. I guess if you want that extra bit of prestige, then it's going to be worth paying a bit more for, I would have thought. So yeah, you know, that's some of the lessons that I learnt from it. Oh, it was 32 days. Okay. So what would I recommend? Okay, well, the other part is, for the new project, I picked a minimum amount that I would need to do the work, which is £150 for this new project. Last time I went straight for the 880, which is pretty much near enough what I'd need to get everything customized. And as you can see, one has done significantly better than the other. And my other project, or the new project even, got funded within 3 days, I think, which is really good. Actually amazing. But that was mainly to do with someone deciding that they wanted the £150 pledge. But I'm not complaining. No, I'm not complaining. So yeah, I'd always recommend going for the smallest amount you need and then adding stretch goals, doing it that way. It gets people more engaged that way as well if you have a stretch goal, something else to aim for. And the pressure's off you as well. As soon as you've got the minimum that you need, you don't have to worry about whether you're going to get funded or not. At the minute, I know that it's going to get funded. At least 150, obviously, we're miles over that now. But with each stretch goal that gets completed as well, it's another boost of confidence for when you're making your game, or if you're already nearly done, then it's more vindication that your game is good enough. The other thing is marketing. Put your game on lots of other sites, so make sure you share it with your friends and tweet it out and all that if you're on both of those, just because I don't like the idea of my friends backing it, to be honest, because I don't know, it's different when people you know are giving you money. But the thing that they can do is they can share it on, and I think that's probably one of the best things if you're willing to ask them to share it. Don't go on at them, ask them once. If they don't do it, that's fair enough, but if they do, then it can reach more audiences or more organically. And another thing to do is to put your game on something like independent database, and yeah. So, oh wow, my game is currently 36 out of 14,423. Right, well, fair enough. I'm actually, I don't really know what to say about that. That's really good. Just for today, of course, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Just about posting up screenshots and updates and stuff. See, there it is here. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Right. Okay. That's, yeah. I mean, I know it's not an amazing achievement, but I'm, yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. That is brilliant. Because, you know, the higher you're up on this list, it's sort of like momentum breeds momentum. So people are going to look at the top 100 list, and they're obviously going to check out ones which are higher up, ones which they haven't heard of before, and give it a look at. And the higher it gets up, the more people you're likely to look at it, therefore the longer you're likely to stay at the top for. But right, well, I shouldn't really be this happy, should I? But it's still a really big achievement to be this high up. Even if it's only for today, I couldn't really care. Every single little bit of success that your game gets, you cherish, quite frankly. So, yeah, I'm erring now because I should have should have looked before, shouldn't I? But this was just one of my examples to do it. And the only thing really I've done, the only thing I did 3 hours ago was add some more. I went onto the game and just basically took some screenshots. I did some battle tests because I realised I didn't have any screenshots of the battle system, which was a bit foolish, really, because surely that's, you know, one of the key selling points for an RPG like I'm making. But anyway, I've sort of gone off track now about how to make a decent Kickstarter. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's helped you as well in realising that if you put the effort in, you might not see it for a long time, but over a year for me, quite frankly, since I put my game up on the concept page of Greenlight on Steam, and I had quite a few people tell me that it would never get funded in a million years, that no one wanted to see it sold or made. I also got told it would never come on. I also got told it would never be on Steam, and now I have when I get the money from Kickstarter, one of the first things I'll be doing is developing the Greenlight project, developing it for the Greenlight project, or developing the Greenlight project page and running that as my campaign. So yeah, I pretty much proved them wrong in all ways so far, except for that last one. If we can get it on Steam and the people who said that to me end up buying it, then that would be pretty cool. But we'll see. I'm going to stay quiet on the matter. Luckily, there are other platforms which are interested in selling the game anyway. A notable site which is linked to independent database, and well, I honestly don't really know what to say at this stage, but still, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you have any questions or comments, comment them on the video. And if you have any questions specifically regarding a Kickstarter project, if you want me to have a look at your Kickstarter project, which I know might me seeming like I'm a bit high and mighty, but honestly, if you want someone to have a look at it and be impartial about the technical aspects of it, then just send me a message and I'll have a look gladly for you and let you know if it needs any more, or what it could need, or if you made any obvious glaring mistakes. Probably not, but you never know. Anyway guys, I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.